James Gallo and Derek Kletzel in the Golden West Trailer and Equipment broadcast booth going through this 5-2 loss as we head downstairs. Magri Coaches Show with assistant coach Curtis Perverzov. Curtis, is this game frustrating because potentially the lack of consistency, especially in the second period by the Moose Jaw Warriors?
Yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good way to put it. I think it was frustrating to know we have enough guys that can compete. I think more often so in puck battles and coming up with pucks. And I just think that especially in the second period, there just wasn't enough urgency to be in the right spot to check to come up with pucks a little bit quicker. And I thought that was a big turning point in the game. And like we saw what we could do in the third period when we started to cash in on our chances, but started to actually come up with pucks and be engaged in puck battles. And we're a different team when we see that.
Yeah, again, is that the frustrating part when this team, shows that urgency and shows the ability to win races and battles, how they're able to dictate the pace and the flow of a hockey game?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just thought we were just waiting maybe for something bad to happen, and that's not a way that you can play any successful hockey. And that's what we saw in the second period. And I would say obviously stretches within the first period too. So yeah, frustrating is definitely a way to put it. I think the guys are frustrated. It's frustrating for us just because like I talked about before, we've seen what we can do when we're competing, and it's tough to bring a full 60 minutes is hard for any group, but we have to make sure that our stretches with the competitive moments last longer than just one or two shifts, and that's it.
Did you have a good feel before the game going through the dressing room? A little bit disappointing after losing in Regina last night, not to have a good start here.
Yeah, you know what? Going into every game, I think we have a good feeling. Regardless of if we're banged up or we got APs coming up in the lineup. I think we're always confident that if we can play the way that we've seen in stretches throughout the third period, we've seen against Prince Albert, we've seen against Medicine Hat, we've seen against some really good teams in the league that we can do it. It's just a matter of making sure that we're mentally ready to get the job done.
Third period, was it just a matter of energy or just needed to get that one bounce to get the guys right?
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of both. I thought we brought energy. I think there was just a level of desperation that we were playing with in our game, not overcomplicating. I thought we'll look back and we'll see that we were executing quick out of our zones, playing fast through the neutral zones, and then forechecking hard and coming up with pucks. I think even today we had maybe three crossbars or three posts in the third period alone too. And we talked about that yesterday. And maybe if it's an inch here or there, it's a bit of a different talking point. But I just think we need to bring that level of desperation right from the hop and give ourselves a better chance in the first periods.
Magri Coaches Show with assistant coach Curtis Perverzov. Curtis, appreciate the time. Good luck as you get ready for the Prince Albert Raiders coming up on Monday.
Thanks, guys.
James Gallo, Derek Kletzel in the Golden West Trailer and Equipment broadcast booth. We go back downstairs, joined by Warriors leading scorer Landon McFadden. Landon, frustrating was the word that we used to describe this game with assistant coach Curtis Perverzov. How would you describe it?
I think he hit it on the head there with frustrating. We were in two tight games with these guys, and we've been in tight games all year, but we've kind of just struggled to find a way to come up with points against this team and other teams in the league, especially when we need these points coming late in the season when we're trying to make a push for it.
Landon, what is with the second period for this team? At times, it just seems like you can have a good first, and the second, it just takes a little bit of a turn. What do you find going into the middle period?
I find that, well, at least for today, I found it was penalties that kind of took our momentum away. I thought our penalty kill was doing a great job, but it's kind of tough when you're playing down a man for, I'd say, almost half a period. And I felt that we kind of got away from our game in that second period, and it kind of showed.
In the first period, you guys had a couple good shifts early, and then they seemed to get a bit of zone time. Was it a matter of just execution, or is it lacking a bit of energy from you guys early?
It's not really energy. I'd say with lack of execution. I think we're all teenage guys, so we got a lot of energy, but we kind of didn't use that today, and we kind of started off slow, and it definitely showed. And it hurt us in the end of the game when it came down to it.
You guys, when you score, especially if you score early, you guys really seem to ride momentum. We saw that in the third period. You see that as a big identity of you guys. If you guys can score early, you can really take off.
Oh yeah, that's always our main message is every team wants to have a hot start. And we as a team, I feel like if we get that, we're kind of, it's like a snowball. It just gets bigger and bigger as the game goes on. But tonight, obviously, we didn't have that start and didn't get the result we wanted in the end.
Landon, is it learn from today to be better tomorrow? And that is on Monday. Do you turn the page really quick? And how important is it to stay positive going into that game?
Yeah, we got to stay positive here. We're trying to make a push for it. I think it's not just a learning matter from this game. I think it's going to be a learning matter from our past 10 games. I think every game matters from this last stretch. And we kind of got to start playing like it matters at the end of the day because we want to do something here with this season. And we got a tight group in there and we want to do special things. So.
Warriors leading scorer Landon McFadden. We appreciate the time, Landon. Enjoy your Sunday off and good luck as you get ready for the Prince Albert Raiders coming up on Monday.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.